Northern Cape's Health and Education MEC will reopen 19 schools in the Pixley Seme district today. These schools could not open last week due to a spike in COVID-19 infections in the area. The two MECs are in Petrusville for today's reopening. Our reporter Motlalepule Morake is there. Let's cross live to her. A very good morning to you, Motlalepule. What can you tell us about this morning's events where you are?
Good morning, Desiree, and good morning to our viewers. You are right. We are at Pixley Seme district, one of the 5 districts of the Northern Cape. Like you have rightly pointed out, the schools around this area were not reopened last week when the rest of the schools in the province reopened last week. As you said, the Department of Health as well as the Department of Education raised a serious concern with regard to the spike in the COVID-19 infections. But to tell us more about the situation right now, it is the MEC for Education in the Northern Cape, MEC Morake. MEC, thank you very much for joining us and welcome. Can you just tell us, last week when the other schools were opening, you had a concern about the high rate of COVID-19 infections this area, but this morning you were able to reopen the schools in this area. Can you just tell us, are you satisfied as the department that the situation is safe now?
We are satisfied. As we have indicated, we were advised by the Department of Health not to open schools last week, and this time we were also advised by them to say it's ready now, we can open. Schools were disinfected again. Schools were provided with PPEs, and the teachers are back, all of them, as well as the learners are here. And therefore, it's all systems go.
You told me that out of the 19 schools in this region, there's only 15 that you were able to reopen. Can you just tell us what is the reason of the other 4 schools not reopening this morning?
Again, in the area of Nopoort, they indicated to us that the school is not properly cleaned and disinfected. And they've done that this morning, and they were suggesting then that we open next week on Monday. And that is what is going to happen. You would also understand Umsobomvu, which is where Nopoort is. It's also an area of high infection. Yeah.
And then earlier on when I was speaking to you, you told me that 9 educators from this very school that we're broadcasting live from had to be quarantined. What is their situation now? Are they back at school?
All the teachers are back at school. These teachers are coming from outside the province. That's why they had to be quarantined. They were quarantined, and this morning it was then confirmed that all of them are ready to come and do what they're supposed to be doing, that is to teach our kids here. And we welcome them back as well.
Thank you. The other concern that you raised is the area of Postmansberg around Tsantsabane area, that it seems like now there's a spike of COVID-19 infections that side. As the department, what do you intend to do with that situation?
I'll be visiting that area tomorrow. You would understand that is a mining area where people are coming from all over the country, and we need to go and make an assessment. And if there are any challenges, we are going to close down the schools and get the schools ready for reopening later. The Premier indicated that we must give attention to that area, just as we gave attention to Umsobomvu and Renosorberg areas.
Thank you very much, MEC. There was a MEC of Education in the Northern Cape, MEC Morake, giving us the state of affairs in this Pixley Seme region. As we heard, Desiree, 15 schools were reopened without any hassles, and 79 grade 12 learners at the school reported for school this morning. I've spoken to some of the learners. They are very happy. Some of them are concerned because now they have to adapt to the new normal, but they saying they do not have any choice. They just have to play their part to help government in keeping the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. With that, it's back to you, Desiree.
Thank you so much for that update. Our colleague Motlalepule Morake there.